morning, everyone, and welcome to PA Live. It is Monday morning. Sorry, I had to run the intro a few times. I wasn't sure if it was actually showing up. Monday morning here in Brisbane. Whew, what a year it's been this March. I'm sorry, I have not had my coffee yet today, so you're going to be hanging out with me while I have my coffee. Also, my kids are both home from school, so you probably will see them jumping in and around. You'll definitely hear Lachlan talking out in the background, so it's going to be a little bit of a noisier live than normal, so my apologies. Also, for those tuning in for the first time, our lives do have roughly a 1 minute delay. So we are on the chat on YouTube, but it does, and which is, you'll see me looking over to my right. You'll see me in there just checking and making sure everything is coming along quite nice and smoothly. And then I also have an iPad screen below me, which does all of the fancy little pop-ups and photos and things like that, which you're going to see shortly. Welcome. Checking in. I hope that we are all doing well. Hi Anna, hi Karen, hi Mary, hi Connie, hi Ashley, Laura, Kelly, Cheryl, Siwabi. Sorry, I'm not sure on how to pronounce that. My apologies. Hey Cheryl. So yeah, good morning. It's I like to keep these things upbeat, so we're going to stay upbeat, but woof, I want to do my updates for I'm going to say the 3746th of March, because it definitely doesn't feel like the 30th of March. I feel like this year has had a lot more days in it than every other March, but it's still almost impossible to do anything. I've just had Tammy say she can't hear anything. Can you guys please do a shout out and let me know if you can hear anything? It should be working. Let me just have a check. I can turn it up a little bit. That might help. Hopefully that helps. I just turned up the volume. Oh, sound is good. Okay. Oh, cable wasn't plugged in. Right. Okay, well, I've turned the sound up for everybody else, so hopefully it's not too loud now. Sorry, I wasn't sure. Quite often I come back after videos and I forget to turn my microphone back on. Sorry, you're going to hear Lockie in the background a lot today. It's wonderful. He's for those who don't know, he has a he has a regressive type of autism. So with the schools and everything closing down, and his therapy is about to change, and he's going through a drastic change at the moment. So we are enjoying every second of his singing and talking, even though it's exceptionally loud. So you're going to hear a lot of that today. Okay, what have we got today? I've got a few bits and pieces that I want to share with you. I haven't had any more Sail & Sea product arrive. So what I'll do is I'm going to show the video that I showed last week, but I'll show it at the end. So if people want to tune in and still watch the updates on Sail & Sea, and pardon me, Sail & Sea is our kit that is shipping in a few weeks' time. Michael is also going to come in and do an update. I also want to talk to you about the planner party which we hosted. The planner party which we just hosted, the new freebies. And I want to also run through the show and tell, which is our new segment in our lives. Okay, so first up, I've started to catch up on inserts. So overnight, you would have seen. Oh, let me get rid of this bit. You would have seen a few new inserts arrive on the website. So the theme.grid inserts. The reason why these were late, especially for Vineyard, is the file actually corrupted, so I had to rebuild the file. But now that is working again, they are up and running and ready for you to download. Hopefully I did it all okay. It's working perfectly fine. Michael's Corner. Yes, Michael's Corner. I'll have to call out to him so that he can come in and do an update. Okay, the other thing that we did... I think it was last week. I'm sure it was last week. It's saying... Hold on, I'm just getting a warning from... We must be having some internet issues here because my... I'm getting a notice that my stream is low. So I'm sorry if this comes out jaggy and everything like that. I do apologise. There is... Our internet is having to be shared by a few more people in the household today. Okay, so one thing I did release last week is a downloadable, printable feels are okay set. So I know we're all going through a really rough time at the moment, so I wanted to put together... I tried to put together a COVID kit which really focused on that so that we could document all that. And what I realised was I was actually getting quite upset by doing that, and I needed to do something which would make me get out my feelings and even write down some of my feelings and be able to process some of those. And the way I process those is I sit there and I colour or I letter. So I put together all the feels download. Now they're not just for kids, obviously. They're for us planners too. Anybody else who sort of needs a little bit of a break and get back to basics. So there's a few different colouring in sheets there. The little things sheet is like a journal entry sheet where you can write down how you're actually feeling. And then there's two sheets there which are they are the square. They are designed for box grids. And then you've got the sheet with the headers, so it's got chill out, chill day, lockdown, homeschool, etc. And then we've got these little comic book options that you can really get creative in them, and then some comic book style bubble speech bubbles. Sorry, my head is definitely not working today. I have not finished my coffee. Okay, so that is that printable. So I'm just reading through the comments. With the comments, if you could leave any questions, I do a Q&A at the end. If you could leave it till then. So says you're saying the door grid, the doc, I'm guessing that's the doc grid for Vineyard says you don't have access, even though I received the Vineyard box. When that happens, usually it's an access issue, so please contact our customer service. I'm feeling very sorry for Michael at the moment. When we put our Books and Botanicals stuff live, I forgot to switch a setting on for the discounts. So I've just created a whole bunch of extra work for him. So, actually, speak of the devil. Hi.
Why am I the devil?
You're wanted. They want Michael's Corner updates.
Ah.
Come on. Chop chop. I need to get you one of these little thingies that pop up saying Michael's Corner update. See? Look, it's the 3,746th of March today.
That's a lot of days.
It is. There's been a lot of days. Okay, over to Michael.
What for?
Shipping, customer service, all the things.
Ah. So, there's one of me, and I do shipping and customer service.
And not just that, you've had to do more because of everything.
And tax and a whole bunch of boring back-end stuff that Sam doesn't like to do because it involves maths.
Look, I just make things look good, okay?
Anyway, the gist of that is, because of what's happening with shipping worldwide for coronavirus, customer service is going to take a little bit of a back seat while I get the shipping done. get rid of my shipping queue for everything that was done for books and botanicals. The good news is I had the whole weekend to do all of that packing.
You've been working very hard all day. And when we say all day, it's not like a 9 to 5. It's you get up, you go for your run, or you swim. No, not your swim. Sorry, there's no swimming at the moment.
My cycle.
Your cycle. And then you come home, you help with the kids, and then you literally start packing, and then you're packing through dinner.
Yeah.
While cooking dinner, because I can't cook.
No. Anyway, so if you put a customer service request in the last, well, basically since Friday, I haven't looked at
Possibly some before as well.
Possibly some before. I haven't looked at it because I've been busy packing and picking orders, making sure that they can get out. Because I know that there's all sorts of lockdowns all around the place. At the moment, we're lucky we're not in a really serious lockdown. We're just in a recommended stay at home. So I've been concentrating on making sure that all of our orders have been packed and ready to go as quickly as possible, so
and
they
waiting
can
the courier.
start making their way to you, which is good. I guess the only downside at the moment, we can ship pretty much everywhere in the world except for Spain and South Korea. Those two countries where essentially your orders will be held at a warehouse somewhere between here and Spain or South Korea, and then it will eventually get to you once those shipping lanes reopen. Everyone else in the world, it looks like it's somewhere between a 5 and 7 working day delay, and the reason for that is all of the air freight is sent on commercial airliners, and commercial airliners, obviously with a lot less air traffic around the world, there's a lot less of them. So we're kind of reliant on that, and that's why there are some shipping delays, and you'll definitely see that.
And it won't just be us too; it'll be everywhere.
Yeah. So yeah, even the domestic Australian customers, you'll notice that Australia Post is struggling with things as well. And you know, all of that it's good. It's for all of our own safety. So we have to work with in the most safe way that we can. It is affecting some of our product that comes to us. So you know, as all of that.
I'm hoping to keep everything on time.
Yeah. So yeah, I think today I've got a whole bunch of orders ready to go out. There'll be some more notifications go through this afternoon, and they'll be shipped tomorrow. And then I'll start getting back onto that customer service queue. So if you have submitted something, don't worry, it's not lost. It's sitting there waiting for me. I just physically need to have the time to do that. And we did make a really difficult decision to prioritise shipping over customer service because we just don't know what's going to happen with shipping lanes, and we wanted to make sure that product was on its way to you. That way it'll...
You've got something to play with.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we think that's the way it'll work.
And that means that we know that there are refunds that we need to process because of the discounting issue that I caused. Indy, please just wait, honey. Just wait.
The iPad's in our bedroom, Indy. You can go grab it. The beauty of homeschooling. Which we've got for the next foreseeable future. Anyway, we'll see. So there's the discounting thing which Sam mentioned,
which is my fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't realise. So that will. I mean, we will make sure that we process those refunds as soon as Michael can get onto the computer. So once all this stuff's out, and he's got a huge batch at the door ready to go out today, and as he said, there's more tomorrow. So that's we're not being dodgy at all. We're just trying to prioritise everything getting out.
Yeah.
Also, did you want the new options?
Yeah, hang on.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm going to drink my coffee.
Yeah. Good. So, we have been looking at some new options for our US-based customers to get your product more quickly. So we've come up with a solution. Unfortunately, it costs us a little bit more money, and we're just kind of working through how to best account for that. So you will have noticed on the Books and Botanicals Melody release there were two for US customers. There were two other shipping options available, which are direct and expedited. So you can select those. We're just working through how you can select those for your subscription. Don't worry though, if you don't want to pay shipping, there'll still be the free shipping for orders over $40. That hasn't changed. But you will notice that if you want to, there will be an option in there for you to purchase a quicker transit option for your product.
And that being said, they're still delayed as well, but they're not as delayed as the free option.
Yeah, yeah. So look, I think we know for the next couple of weeks at least, maybe even months, depending on how things go. There'll be some delays with shipping, and we really thank you for your patience with that. Was that all you wanted?
Sorry, Indy. No. I want you to also talk about because you're going to be generating labels early for the next one. So let them know, because otherwise they'll be like, oh my God, I'm getting it early. So
good thinking.
Yeah.
So the rules around social distancing in Australia are all sorts of fun.
Sorry.
Can you? It's very distracting.
Sorry. Shiny. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there's some rules around social distancing in Australia. We've got a team of casuals that help us pack the subscription kits every month, because we just couldn't do it ourselves. It took me basically the whole weekend to ship the book, pack the books and botanicals ones. The subscription kits, there's a whole lot more of those than we sell of the melodies and those kind of things. So, if I were to do that on my own, it would take me probably a month. And I probably still wouldn't get through it all.
And you wouldn't do customer service.
So we have a bunch of casuals that help us with that. We normally have a packing day at our warehouse where the subscription kits all get prepared and sent out. Because of social distancing and the kind of requirements around that, we're going to be doing it a little bit differently. So you will see your shipping labels, and therefore a notification with a shipping number probably will go out much earlier than you're used to seeing. And that's just because of things we need to do from back-end logistics. If you get one from Australia Post or from DHL, that'll be your shipping number. But wait until you see a submission or rather an email from our web store telling you that we've shipped it, to actually bother start with the tracking. Otherwise, it'll give you that very frustrating, sitting, or I think the message is shipment ID generated but no action. So you'll probably see that for around 2 weeks, to be honest, this time. It'll actually physically get shipped, we hope, just after Easter, whatever date that is, like the 15th or something of April. That's pending a few things going our way, but that's kind of our plan at this point. So I guess the cliff notes from that are you will see your shipping numbers for the April subscription kit go early, but it probably won't actually ship until the 15th or so. I think that's all I've got, and I can hear my son talking about Secret Agent Nonny, which means he wants to watch some TV or something, so I might go and sort that out. I've got to label those bags. Anyway, I'll do that, then I'll do that, and we'll be all good.
Thank you. Also, I was laughing because Karen said, back in your box, Sammy, was what that was.
Yeah, back in your box.
Yep.
Pretty much. Alright, all good.
Okay.
And I know Sam's been working on some digital stuff, so...
Don't talk too much because I need sleep. I'm still getting to it. Well, I'm going to show them some stuff, but I've got other stuff which is still on the way. Other stuff is in testing at the moment, or about to be in testing.
What stuff?
Do you want me to say it?
What? Yeah.
The digital weekly kits?
Digital weekly kits? She's gone crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I wasn't going to bring them up.
Well,
because they're still at least a week or two away, maybe a week.
This is what happens when Sam gets even more time on her hands. She decides to design more and more products.
What more time?
I don't know. More time. Anyway. I've said too much. Ooh, what's that?
Okay.
No.
Yeah. I'm going to show it later anyway, so you may as well show it.
Alright. I don't know if I'm holding this up correctly, but...
To that one. No. Try again. No. Try again.
Oh my gosh.
Upside down, upside down, upside down. Yay! There we go. Do you remember that? Upside down.
I do. There you go.
Aussie TV from the, 80s? 90s. I'll explain that in a minute.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Welcome. I'm going to go. See ya.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
This is not social distancing, by the way.
Let me lick you.
No!
Yeah. Hey. He may start that again, so it goes over and over. Thanks, honey. Okay. Okay. Yes, it's Mr. Squiggle, Ashley. So that's, I mean, there is so much to update at the moment, especially with shipping and... I forgot to put down my tripod. It's great that Michael's coming. Can you do that later, please? They're not coming till PM, right?
Yeah.
It's
all right.
It's gonna be noisy. Thank you. I'm so painful. Okay, so that's a shipping update. And the customer service update, and yeah, we are doing it like, he hasn't stopped. He has not stopped between looking after the business, looking after the kids, trying to keep his fitness up, because he was meant to do a triathlon a few weeks ago that got canned, or that he didn't go to, and then another one got canned for a few months' time. He's also doing a tremendous job at looking after me and making sure that I'm looking after myself. Yeah, just with the customer service stuff, a little bit of patience, and the shipping stuff, a little bit of patience. We are literally doing our best here. We are running with very few supports at the moment. So, okay, back to business. What do we got? So, the next thing I wanted to show, I may as well show it now because Michael showed this, which is the only thing I think I forgot to pull this in as a... Oh, no. Okay, so for those people who are eagle-eyed, you'll notice on our website, on the Books and Botanicals page, so there is actually a technical issue that I had brought to my attention yesterday on the category pages. They're not showing from $0 when there's like inserts and stuff like that. It is so you get the more accurate pricing once you're in the product. I need to get hold of our developer and find that out and see how I can get that fixed. So once again, patience is appreciated. But we are releasing a bunch. I've been telling you all that we've been working super hard on a whole bunch of extra digitals and freebies and things like that. So one of the things that we worked on was this awesome extra bits and pieces for Books and Botanicals, and I wanted to expedite Books and Botanicals because it's, I mean, the TNs, sorry, the melodies and the weeks and that whole range is probably going to take a little bit longer to get out to you. So I wanted to make sure that there was something that you could still play with while it's happening. What we're releasing is, so the paper dolls and the colouring in sheet will be freebies. The journal cards will be an additional purchase that's separate. But so the paper dolls and colouring in sheet are available to those who either bought the Books and Botanicals kit or the Books and Botanicals Melody or Weeks. So that those are some of the freebies that we've got coming. I've had my tester working on the paper dolls, that being Indy. She is loving them. And I have printed this one out as a sample. It's not, I actually didn't print it right. But what I'm thinking, okay, so I'm excited about this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to print it, colour it, fold it, turn it into a card, and then put one of the paper dolls on the front, and I'm going to turn it into well, not cards, but like dashboard, because I think that would make a really, really pretty dashboard. And it means I've got something to colour in. Yes, Indiana. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of those coming. We are hoping to do some of those for Sail and Sea as well, and if we get the chance, rainy days, but we're also trying to generate artwork for the next couple of kits as well. So those are coming. Keep a lookout for those. They should be up in the next day or two, as well as the inserts, the luxe inserts and the freebie inserts for rainy days, they're on their way up, so I'm going to be exporting those tonight. So they should be up tomorrow. I know it's really close to the 1st for those who use the dated. But they're going to be up as quickly as possible. And then I'm also going to work on the Salon C ones around about the same time, but I've got to get the stuff out for the next kit as well, the next lot of artwork. Oh, so much going on at the moment. Okay, what is next? Okay, last Tuesday, we had our very first planner party. And to be honest, I didn't know how it was going to go. It ended up being sideswiped by Indy. But we had a lot of fun. Well, I think we had a lot of fun. I wanted to finish it off after an hour, but it went so long because I got so sidetracked. The feedback I got was that you all wanted me to run it again because it was just good to hang out. So, that being said, I'm thinking I want to run it again. I just want to know what you guys want to do it on. Do you want to do it with... Because I want it to be something that people will have. So I could do I'm thinking maybe a Books and Botanicals sheet. Like, not this one, but maybe similar to what we did for... Sorry, this was my project, which I haven't completely finished yet. I know I said I would, because I just need to fussy cut. I made like a little divider thing for using the free printable. So I'll have to put up another free printable. I think I'll do it for Books and Botanicals. And that way it's another freebie, I guess, for those. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to do another sort of... Ooh, I know what I can do. Hold on. I just need to write it down. Okay. That's written down. But if you guys have ideas on what you would love to do for the planner party, because I want to run these at least every 2 weeks. So I'm not running one this week. To be honest, I've had, I'm getting my lovely little cluster headaches again. So I'm trying to take it a little bit easier this week, and I want to get all my digitals and designs up. So I'm thinking next week I'll run the planner party. But this, and I'll do it for Books and Botanicals, this one coming. If you all could let me know things that you would love to do for the planner party. The other thing, oh sorry, elbow, not hand. The other thing I would love to do would be like a smash book with all the feels stuff. So I've got that bouncing around in my head at the moment, which I want to design. So maybe I could do that. Oh my gosh, that's already 2. I have to do these more often, don't I? I actually really loved it. So I mean, after I do a live, oh my gosh, I'm molting. After I do a live, I'm to be honest, it's pretty exhausting. Anybody who has hosted a live or done live Instagrams or anything like that, they are really exhausting. But I also find that even though I am so tired after them, I feel so rejuvenated and I get so many ideas, and I love seeing everybody's feedback and excitement as well. So I'm glad that people love the planner party, because I honestly came off it going, oh, I went on for so long, I babbled so much, and I realized like at one point I got so far off track with what I actually wanted to do. Like, what I ended up doing was not what I had in my mind, which is, I mean, let's get real here, right? This is generally what it's like when we're crafting. I mean, who honestly ends up doing exactly what they envisioned in their mind? And if you are one of those people, can you give me some hints? Because I'm definitely not one of those people. I'm one of those people who makes an absolute mess, and then at the end of it has something either really small to show for it or hardly anything. So feel free to throw out your ideas at me. I would love to create a few. the fact that they're helping, I want to keep them going. Okay, speaking of inspiring, I want to jump straight into our new segment, which is show and tell. And so if you haven't seen this segment before, I think we started it 2 weeks ago. So you need to use the hashtag PA show and tell to be featured. And what I do is I'm grabbing, and preferably upload it in a square format. So I'm finally now just starting to get it all sorted out, and have a template up, so it's a lot easier for me to run these automatically. Now, let's have a look at the first couple I'm going to show. So some of these are, before I go into showing them, they don't have to just be for the latest kit. They could be for anything Planners Anonymous. So this week it's got a really good mix, and I'm going to show you some of those right now. And so this first one is by the lovely Anna Mitchell, who joined our planner party, and she did this absolutely gorgeous watercolor divider. So this is an example of how to use the free printable that we did, and I absolutely loved it. It was done so well. Our next one, which is another one from our planner party, is from Michelle, and she did very similar to what I did, and I absolutely love that as well. I hope that colouring was really therapeutic, because I myself found it therapeutic as well. Okay, the next one is, so Ashley from Plum Mashable did a Vineyard Smashbook. Now this photo, I have to tell you all, this photo does not do it justice, because I've had to crop it down to fit in the square. And she's taken a whole bunch of papers and the vellum and the acetate and all sort of thrown it together in a really, really cool sort of journal. I want to encourage everybody to jump over to her YouTube and check that out, because it's absolutely stunning. This next one is a vineyard card. This was off Jewel Angel on Instagram, and I love it. So have a check on her Instagram. When you can actually unfold it, and it turns into I think it was a birthday card. I'm trying to remember, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Back to Anna Mitchell. She's been busy this week. This gave me a great laugh. Thank you so much. I love the googly eyes. Just to give you a little bit of I'll tell you a bit of a story about why the googly eyes gave us a really big laugh here at Planners Anonymous. But I absolutely love that you got creative using this, and I also love that you coloured in down through the spine as well. Okay, the next one is a Rainy Days dashboard from Karen at Itsy Crafty. Now, Karen said to me she admitted yellow wasn't her colour, but really felt like at the moment with everything going on, it sort of brought her a little bit of extra joy. So I'm really loving this dashboard. I feel like it's got so much of that, taking life for what it is at the moment. I think it's just, taking advantage of what you can right now. So, I believe it's either on her Instagram, on her YouTube, or is about, she's about to film a how-to on doing that dashboard. So, head on over to Itsy Crafty on YouTube. Next one is from Jasmine, and she did a monthly spread using Rainy Days. I absolutely love this as well. I love the little round, the dots. She's used so much. And the washi, it's all absolutely good. I'm really, really enjoying this. I love the simplicity of it, but that it's perfectly decorated. And I also love that she's cut the circles in half to sort of create a feature spot there as well. Okay, the next one is from Strudels Doodles, and she's done an absolutely gorgeous layout with Rainy Days. Really, really impressed with this too. I love the flip up sections as well. They look fantastic, and it's a great way to sort of, especially if you're showing posts on social media, it's a really great way to cover sections without having to blur them out and be worried about oversharing too much on social media. And I think this is the last one for this week. So this one's from Darlene, and it's a sunflower, it's a weekly layout using our sunflower kit. So don't forget, everybody, we have our weekly kits that are available in our store, and they're all ready to ship. They're all ready to go, and as you've seen, Michael is shipping out pretty much every day or every second day at the moment. So this is a gorgeous layout, and I absolutely love how it's being used. And you can notice there I'm trying to work out what the layout is. It just looks like it might be an A5 planner, I'm guessing. And even though it's not a box-based planner, you can still use our stickers and they will still work. So thank you all so much for your creativity there. It really honestly keeps me inspired. And hopefully from the messages that I'm getting from everybody who is loving this new segment, it's keeping you all inspired as well. So thank you all to those who have made the time to not only create something but has been willing to put it up and share it. Obviously I can't go through everybody who's shared, but please keep sharing. I'll keep grabbing more every week. I usually do it on Sunday night, so that's like Saturday-ish, Saturday morning, Saturday, I don't know. I would suck at time travel. Get those up. The sooner the better, because I can then be prepared. Oh, with the googly eyes. So Michael's parents have a caravan and they like to go on trips. And one time when they went away on trips, Michael and his sister bought a random huge pack of googly eyes and put them all the way through the house. So like there was biscuits with googly eyes on the cake tins, on the toilet, on the bin, everywhere. So googly eyes are a little bit of an inside joke with our family. Well, not really an inside joke anymore. Yeah. It gave me a really, really good laugh. I loved it. Okay. So that's most of our stuff here at Planners Anonymous this week. I'm going to throw it open to a Q&A time. I'm going to drink the last of my coffee while I'm waiting for that 1 minute delay to come through. And have at it. Let me know any questions that you have. I should, usually at this point I actually go back through any of the comments to see if there's been any questions. So let me do that instead of just sitting down and relaxing. Yay. D, 3,746th day. Sure feels like it. It really does, doesn't it? I love that you all love how excited we get about Lockie, and Michael and I find ourselves just sort of stopping at the moment and just looking at him and just really enjoying it, because we just hope that it stays, because we've lost it a few times in the past and he's progressed so well. I love the boxes, they're all so cute. These are awesome and free, which is amazing. So generous of you, Sammy. I'm going to download today and start playing with them. Yes! Printed off to share with my 12-year-old. Okay, we're talking about the all the feels downloads now. Printed this off to share with my 12-year-old granddaughter. That's brilliant, Nancy. And Indy keeps grabbing them off the printer before I get to use them. Eventually, I'll grab one and actually be able to use it myself. Chatting to Michael, got my shipping notice. Awesome. US post is slow. Yeah, everywhere is so slow at the moment. Don't worry. Just what I'm doing personally for all my shipping, and this doesn't include business shipping because that's very separate, but if I've ordered any Happy Mail, I'm putting a note in my planner for like a month's time. And then if I haven't received it, then I'm going to look into it, because everything is just so slow at the moment. Like I'm just trying not to think about that at the moment. And that's why we're doing so many extra digitals at the moment, is we want to give you all something extra, so that if you're waiting for your kit, God, it's hard. The wait is hard. I know this being in Australia, we generally have to wait 3 weeks for anything that most Americans, I guess, would get within a week. Or sometimes they get it like the next day. So we're relatively used to the wait. So what I'm trying to do is give you all something that you can play with while you're waiting. And that way you can enjoy your kits for longer as well. Okay, now inbound flight to Bermuda. Yeah, and look, as Michael said, everything's going to be held in warehouses on the way through. But just think of all the happy mail you're going to get once that all opens. It's going to be like Christmas. Your kits are the best, so worth the wait. Thank you, Beverly. Got my Northern Lights melody with ring. So this is from Bronwyn. So happy, thank you. Bit worried about punching the dividers myself though. I'm bound to screw it up. Okay, if I can give you advice on that, because I screwed up my first set. How I screwed it up was I was too excited and I wasn't. First things first, clean out your punch. Make sure that it's not, the catch at the bottom isn't full of bits and pieces, because that's the first thing that will stop it punching properly. The second thing that will stop it is if some of the punch bits have come up and you haven't pushed the cardboard all the way through. If you're checking those two things, you should be able to punch fine. Just take your time. What a cute comedy show. We like to give each other crap. It's signs of a very healthy marriage. There's something in that coffee, Sammy. I wish, just coffee. Who needs sleep, exactly. She's gone crazy. Yep, pretty much. Mr. Squiggle, thank you so much for all your support, everyone, on the shipping. Okay, looks like I'm catching up. Okay, I have not received my Vineyard kit. My mail carrier has lost it. I have made a claim with them and nothing happened. Is it Angeli? Please contact customer service through the app on our website. We always keep leftover, additional stock, even if it says it's sold out generally, except for really old stuff where we've already put it into past kit sales and stuff like that. But so for our kits, we always hold, for at least for a few months, some backup stock in case this happens. So please contact customer service, and just remember it will take him a little bit longer to get back to you just because we are so swamped, but we will help you out. We always try and do the right thing by our customers. So yeah, just contact us. Okay, will you start to sell inserts or refills? I was thinking of the punched or booklets. I want to try and get melody rings, or I haven't had the whole punch for B6. So the inserts we are looking at, I should have asked Michael while he was here. We are going to be talking to our printer tomorrow to get some more of the inserts and the booklets, and I believe that we may be also selling them separately. Don't quote me on that because Michael is master of products. I believe that we are. I'm pretty sure we had this discussion the other day, and that we'll be selling them separately. So if you have fallen in love with the plain heart inserts, yes, you will be able to get those soon. And that also includes, so the Books and Botanicals ring bundle, we sold out early on those because we ran out of inserts. So they will be restocked. Pardon me. We won't be selling the hole punch, and the reason why we're not punching them, is we only have our printer only has the capacity to do the hole punches, not the disc bound, and we wanted to maintain the flexibility so that when you receive them, you can pick how you want to use them without us having to carry a whole bunch of extra stock on punched and unpunched and books and things like that. So we wanted to give you that flexibility. Have you thought of an Arctic version of Wild and Free? Polar bears and seals and belugas. Ooh. I'm going to write that down. So we've had some of that stuff in other kits. So the polar bears we've had in Northern Lights, and that had the icebergs and stuff like that in it. It just wasn't very animal centric. But if you want something like that for the moment, that would be a great place to start. Catherine, should I worry that my Books and Botanicals melody order isn't showing on my account? I got charged for it. Catherine, okay, couple of questions. Do you have... Usually when people ask that, there's 2 accounts. Please contact customer service and we'll look into that for you. Yeah, and we'll get that. We will find out for you. I have to look at 3 different screens to find out stuff like that for customer service, so I'm not going to be able to answer specific customer service questions on here. And not only that, but it's also like, I don't want to chat about specific customer service cases online, so because that's between the customer and us directly. So contact customer service. Michael, once he gets around to that, he will answer for you. Okay, sorry, Asha. Sorry, jumped in late. Any chance we could see the stamp kit and other bits of the Sale and See kit? We're still waiting for them to arrive. So not only are we having delays with stuff heading out, normally we would have received them by now. Once they arrive, trust me, I will be sharing them as soon as I possibly can. Tammy, have you decided if there will be a Sale and See TN yet? At the moment, no, there won't be. We do have a list of melodies that we want to release, which are based on future kits, but we need to get through COVID first. So the best way to ensure that we will be able to keep doing melodies and planners in the futures is to say subscribed. So this is the reason why we give our subscribers such a big discount, is because they're the reason that we can actually do all the extra bits and pieces. Okay. My thing is losing track of the days. I know, right? I read this thing yesterday. It was like, it's Blur's Day, the 187th of Marchuary. I'm like, yes, I feel this to my core. This is exactly what I'm feeling right about now. It's really hard losing track of the days. And like, I've been working from home for a long time now, and the only thing that really keeps me on track is knowing when the kids go to school and when they have certain activities after school. And now that they're not going to school, it's getting harder to keep track of everything. So I feel that. Do you have the mystery item for Sale and See? Yes, I showed this last week. I'm going to hold this up. It's a gorgeous magnetic pin which says seize the day, which is, I feel, very appropriate at the moment. I'm absolutely loving it. Like, I had it last week on I did this. Hold on. Let me put it back on. I'm just going to let it sit there. It's not straight at all, but that's okay. So that's the mystery item. It's actually a really good size. I think it's 5 centimeters. I don't have my ruler on me. Indy took my ruler. I think it's roughly 5 centimeters from top to bottom. I need a remedial course on how to put my booklet together for Vineyard. Are you talking about the inserts? So it's the best thing to do is, as it's printed out, don't sort of don't reshuffle the pages. You got to try and keep them in order as you're putting them together. Plum Mashable does a great thing. She does it sort of like a great video. And I don't know, maybe maybe as one of my planner parties, I'll do a TN setup and show doing a printout. I'll put that down as a planner party idea. Because that would be good. Okay. It's like, love the little polar bear. Yeah, he's so cute. Okay. Connie, is something similar to Planner Babe coming out soon? Found you a little too late to that one. Okay. I do want to revamp Planner Babe because you can see behind me, like, I did my scrapbox in all the stuff from Planner Babe. Planner Babe is very much what our branding and everything was based on. So yes, I do want to re-envision Planner Babe. And actually, I spoke, I think the week before, about sort of mushing it together with some of the artwork that I did for wild, like taking the wild parts out of that, so keeping the colors and that vibrancy and that joy that kit has, and smushing together a lot of the objects and things from Planner Babe, and having it as like a planning fun like a little bit of a travel sort of thing. It's sitting up here. So yes, I am planning on bringing that back, but also I do believe that we still have the TNs available for Planner Babe. We have the weekly kits available for Planner Babe. I think we also have, I don't know if we've got any kits left of Planner Babe. Let me just call out to Michael. Okay, so we don't have that many kits left for Planner Babe, but like I think we've only got 2, which would be classed as emergency stock. So we have the TN, the weekly kit. I'm pretty sure we've got Planner Babe washi, which you can purchase as separates. And if you buy the TN, you'll get access to the printables. And I have been really slack with setting that up correctly. So if it doesn't unlock access, I need to check all that access. If it doesn't unlock automatically when you buy the TN, just shoot a message through to customer service. Poor Michael. I feel so sorry for him right now. Just shoot everything through to him. Woo! Okay. So yeah, if you miss Planner Babe, because it really is beautiful, the TNs are still available. We still do have some out in the back room that are ready to ship. Okay, Connie, I printed a Lux kit and it was a train wreck. It definitely kept me busy for a while. Oh, I've done that too. The worst possible thing to do is to pull it apart as you're printing it out. That's the one reason why I do really quite love the booklets, because if you print them out and you have a long arm stapler, the first thing I do, and if you're doing the booklets for a TN, first thing I do is I pull it straight off and do the long arm stapler straight away, so that stuff isn't moving, and then I chop it down. That's the one thing I loved about doing booklets as opposed to sheets for rings and discs. Okay, I think I have caught up with all the questions, I believe. So I'm going to do a last calls. I'm going to say I need to check my schedule, but I think I can probably do that right now, because I've got so many places to be right now. Next week. Hi, Nini.
Hi.
Hi. Come on. Quick. I'm still on my video.
I know.
Oh, you want to say hi?
Hi.
Off you go.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Off you go. So next Tuesday, next Wednesday, I'll do my next live planner party, and I'll work out a download for that. Yeah, I'll make it happen. We'll all have a bit of fun again, because I feel like next week we're going to need a little bit more fun. Okay, so I just wanted to say thank you all so much for tuning in. It has been a wonderful Monday morning. I need to post some more updates for Sail and Sea on our Instagram. I've been a little bit slack with that, but only the reason I've been slack with my updates on social media, I mean, there's no excuse, but it's because I've been trying to get the digitals up and running for you. So we've sort of been trying to prioritize things at the moment. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to head off. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Give your loved ones a hug, or a socially distanced hug. And also, one thing that we can all do is video chat, call our friends, message them online, just to see how we're all checking in, because things are getting harder. Those people who are working from home now, who have never worked from home before, that's such a huge transition. People who are homeschooling their kids, that's a huge transition. people who are extroverted, who are now, at home and have never had to deal with that before. That's a huge transition. So just check in on our family and friends, and just be mindful that everybody's going through a rough time, and yeah, just spread a little love. Anyway, look after yourselves, and I will see you all next Monday and organize the next planner party. So make sure that you subscribe to our channel, and and add the reminders once I put them up. Anyway, take care. Thank you for the chat, and I will see you all next week. Bye.